All right, welcome back. I had a little glitch there, so I'm going to update you. The New England Patriots took Justin Harlan, offensive tackle, Wake Forest. Philadelphia took Sean Bradley, inside linebacker, Temple. I thought that was a good move. The Detroit Lions took John Pensini, defensive tackle, Utah. And the Pittsburgh Steelers just now took Anton Brooks Jr., safety out of Maryland. I think these were some good moves by all these teams. And the Rams are now on the clock with the 199th pick. And we're waiting for that one to come in on the screen. And I think Detroit needed to take John Pensini. They needed a defensive tackle. And I think Pittsburgh needed a safety. And Roethlisberger, I feel, is going to be back this season. And I think Mason Rudolph will go back to being a backup. And I think they needed some help in that area of getting a safety. But we're waiting now for the Rams pick to come in on the screen. And hopefully we will get that pick momentarily. But I just feel that these picks were some good ones, these last five. But I think the Browns are going to take an edge with their next pick in the 244th pick in round number 7. Which is the final round of the NBA draft, and I feel that's what they need to do. They need an edge. That's what they need. And I just feel that these players are going to want to be proving themselves to make the 53-man roster, and they're really going to try to show that they can compete for a spot on the 53-man roster. So keep that in mind. And the Rams pick has just come in. Jordan Fuller, safety, Ohio State. Another Ohio State Buckeye off the board. That's another one. Jordan Fuller. And I think the Rams needed a safety, and I think that was a good move. Safety, Ohio State. And I think that was a good move. They needed to take that. But that's another Ohio State Buckeye off the board. And now that's 8 Ohio State Buckeyes, 8 or 10 Ohio State Buckeyes off the board. And I think the Philadelphia Eagles are back on the clock with the 200th pick in the draft in the late goings of round 6 of the NFL draft. Now, I think this time Philadelphia is going to go like guard. I think they're going to go with that. I may change my mind. Just hold on, just wait and see. But I think they're going to go with a guard this time. And but I think we're going to just have to wait and see. And we are back. And yes, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock.
Around the country in the NFL draft. If we unite behind this cause, we can provide relief for those significant.
And I really think.
And trust me when I tell you, every dollar, every penny, every nickel.
And I just really think that I think Philadelphia is going to go with a guard, but I may change my mind. You never know. We'll have to wait and see.
Well, we're in the 6th round, day 3 of the draft, and for how the first ever virtual experience has gone, let's talk to the man in charge. We're delighted to be joined now by NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell. Roger, we talked before.
And they're going to talk to Roger Goodell, and they're going to ask him how he thinks his virtual draft is going.
And it's turned out to be.
And let's hear. I want to hear what he has to say. So you'll be able to hear it too. So just let's listen in.
It's been a really fun ride for us. We're just so thrilled. I think the fans have really embraced it. Our clubs have embraced it. The players have embraced it. You know, our partners have been awesome. You have been extraordinary, and ESPN and our NFL Network and ABC. We're so happy and thrilled by this entire experience.
Yeah, you know, there are a million things that could have gone wrong and may still go wrong, but so far everything is great. One of the things that I've heard from a lot of people here and also a lot of people viewers is they love the intimacy that we've seen in this format of seeing the setups in the coaches' houses and the general managers' houses in your basement there. That's been a sort of a behind the peek at the curtain that I think people have really enjoyed.
You know, I was saying this, Trey, that, you know, I think, you know, we're forced to adapt here and to change and do this differently, but it's actually been a lot of great learning. We've seen some things that we've maybe called stumbled on that really I think will be elements of drafts going into the future. The ability to use the virtual platforms in a way that we really didn't think about until we were forced to. And so I think we're really going to be able to make future drafts even better because we're going to be able to combine it with the core elements that we've had. But I think that's one of the things about the drafts. It just keeps evolving, and it keeps getting better because we keep learning.
Yeah, necessity is indeed the mother of invention, and we certainly found that out this year. We'd love to keep those cams up because we're seeing some of those reaction shots now. It's really brought a sort of a different element to the draft, the intimacy that usually goes on with the insanity of 600,000+ people in one place celebrating the draft. You also gave us the news that Las Vegas is going to get that draft in the unscheduled year we had in 2022. How important was it for them to get basically a mulligan because of things that were beyond everybody's control?
And Philadelphia's pick has come in. And I'm going
to... They deserve the draft.
We have Quez Watkins, wide receiver, Southern Mississippi.
They did a great job leading up to the draft and putting us in a position where I know the event would have been extraordinary. But, for us, this was an easy decision. We wanted to be back there. We happened to have a hole in our draft schedule over the next couple of years, so 2022 worked out perfectly. And so we're thrilled and looking forward to it. But we have one stop in between. We got to go to Cleveland, and we are excited about that one.
Absolutely. It'll be great down there to be at the Flats in Cleveland in 2021.
Sure will.
What has been the most fun for you? I mean, you're sitting in your favorite chair where you watch the games on Sundays anyway, but I've seen you do the FaceTimes with the players and a lot of interactions. Just from your perspective, what has been the one thing that surprised you the most about the way you've experienced this draft?
Well, I think it is the virtual just was a lot more meaningful than maybe people thought it was going to be. I've always said that my favorite part of the draft is being part of that moment when these young players, who are extraordinary young men, they really are. They're just fantastic young men. And to experience that moment when they realize their dream that they worked so hard for, overcame so many obstacles for, sacrificed so much, and to be with their families and then to be able to experience that moment is really, it's a privilege, honestly. And so for me, I was still able to do that. It was different, but I actually got to talk to more players and share more of those players. I was just with Jake Fromm just a few minutes ago. So, for me to be able to do that, it was a deeper experience than I actually thought it was going to be coming into it.
Well, we just saw a picture of you sort of relaxing in that chair. It was story time, Roger, reading a pic. I've also enjoyed sort of the de-evolution of the wardrobe, right? Like, I just took the tie off.
Well, as you heard Roger Goodell say, things are going very well, and he's enjoyed the experience. And the NFL has been great, and they've been communicating great. And the Baltimore Ravens have, the Minnesota Vikings have traded their pick 201 to the Baltimore Ravens, so they're now on the clock. And I think they are going to go with a guard. I think Baltimore is, because they need a guard in any way, shape, or form. But I could be wrong. You never know.
It's just been a lot of fun.
But I think they're going to go with a guard. I really think that they are. But we'll see. They're on the clock right now, and I'm waiting for that pick to come in. On the screen.
I moved on to I moved on to cupcakes. I just want you to know that.
Be careful. The next thing after cupcakes is a whole cake. So be prepared for the next evolution. But listen, that is your favorite chair in your basement, and you want to sort of add to the auction items that we've got here a really special, unique opportunity for people to bid on.
Well, we're really we're happy that the draft went along so well for the clubs and the players. But really, the thing that probably...
And we're still listening to Roger Goodell speak. But the Ravens selection has just come in.
This draft. And so for
James Proche, wide receiver, SMU.
Reach out into
that's a good choice. I think they needed a wide receiver. I was wrong, and I'm...
Approaching $100 million, wow, which is just extraordinary. And that's going to go to great use, as you said. There's a lot of nickels in that $100 million, and it's going to go to great use, all of it. And so, to get us over that $100 million, we're going to keep working at it. And one of the things we're going to do...
Arizona Cardinals are now on the clock.
And spend a little time in a man cave and maybe sit in the chair and watch the game. So, we're going to do it with ESPN and do it on a Monday Night Football game here in the man cave. And we'll put that up for auction.
And
most amount of money to a great cause, COVID Relief 19. we want you to be here, right here in the man cave, and you get to sit in this chair. I'll sit on the couch.
Wow, you get the throne. To go to NFL.com/auction to bid.
And you can go to that NFL.com to auction off Roger Goodell's chair that he is sitting in right now. And they're going to be doing that on a Monday Night Football game on ESPN during the regular season. And I think Arizona's going to go with a defensive tackle. They need one. He really throws this trap that's gone well. He loved the experience. And we're waiting for Arizona's pick to come in on the screen. They're on the clock right now.
Meanwhile, suddenly we're getting a run on kickers, Mel. We had one go to New England, and now Tyler Bass, the kicker, is going to the Buffalo Bills in the same.
And yes, Tyler Bass is going to the Buffalo Bills, and I think that was a good choice. Because he's a good kicker, and Buffalo needs a solid kicker, and I think Tyler Bass is a solid kicker. And he put up a lot of big numbers, Tyler Bass, with Tyler Bass put up a lot of big numbers with Georgia last year, and I really think that that's going to be huge for Buffalo. We're waiting for the Arizona Cardinals pick to come in.
Jake Luton, the Oregon State quarterback, who was granted a 6-year of eligibility after
And
a spinal injury.
Yeah, 6'6" and change, Trey, about 225 pounds.
Yeah, Jake Luton, the Florida State quarterback, who was going to be playing for Jacksonville. He put up a lot of big numbers last year as well. And I think he's going to do well with Jacksonville because I think he's going to be backing up Gardner Minshew the third. And I'm running out of time for this segment. I've only got 3 minutes left, so but I'm hoping Arizona's pick is going to come in on the screen. So we'll have to wait and see before this segment is out. But I really think that Luton's going to put up some big numbers for Jacksonville. And he's going to be competing for that starting quarterback job against Gardner Minshew the third, excuse me. And I think I think it's going to come down to Gardner Minshew or Jake Luton. So we'll see what happens. But I think Arizona needs a defensive tackle for some protection for Kyler Murray. So we'll see what we'll have to wait and see. And Kyler Murray was sacked 48 times last season. That's the most with any quarterback in the NFL. But I think Arizona's going to go with a defensive tackle, I think. So and we're waiting for Arizona's pick to come in the screen. Yeah, and you just saw them flash Brandon Manns. Brandon Mann is going to the New York Jets, and he's what the Jets need. The Jets need a solid punter, and he put up some big numbers last year at Texas A&M. So, and I'm running out of, I've got about a minute and 20 seconds left of, and Arizona's pick is in. I'm hoping it's going to come up on the screen here very soon.
Meanwhile, we take a look at another pick off the board, ladies and gentlemen, and it's another in the long.
And I think it is. They selected Evan Weaver, inside linebacker, California. I was wrong, but that's okay. I'm not upset that I was wrong.
John Runyon Jr.
And so, but I think that they needed an inside linebacker. And now the Minnesota Vikings will be going on the clock. And I think he put up some big numbers in California, Evan Weaver. So I think he's going to be a good addition to the Arizona Cardinals. I've got 25 seconds left. I'll be right back. Stay with us.